Lincoln through to the quarterfinals of the EFL Trophy. Head coach Mark Kennedy joining us pitch side. Job done. What did you make of tonight?
Lots of very good things and lots of very frustrating things in a nutshell.
Let's go through the good things first then. What was good about tonight, do you think?
3 of our goals came straight off the training ground, so that's a good sign.
And the things that aren't so good?
I thought we played like an academy team in the first half. Our 7 and 11s picked up positions too deep. We never threatened in behind. We didn't have any pocket runs, and too many of our players, through their youth and enthusiasm, ended up doing things that probably benefited them but not the team, and we can't have that.
In terms of the things that come off the training ground, without wanting to give away all your secrets, I'm guessing getting your wing backs in the box and getting them in positions to score goals is one of those things that you've been looking for.
Yeah, and I can, yeah, absolutely, but I don't mind sharing what they are, because then it's not rocket science. I'm not, our first goal comes from counter press, and everybody knows we counter press. The cross comes from a half space cross, which is something I don't think we do enough, but we did. We decided to use a long throw tonight, and we get a penalty from it. And we also, as much as we want to play football, and we feel that's the brand we want to play and give our fans, we thought we could affect them through aerial dominance, and that's where Sean's goal came. It doesn't always work, but tonight it did.
Credit to the 2 wing backs for their finishes, because they're not easy finishes, are they?
Yeah, so Regan first gets himself into brilliant positions, sometimes plays a little bit too high, sometimes is there too early. Breaks my heart to say it, mentioning Chippenham, but against Chippenham he had a 1v1, he's had other opportunities, so I was pleased for him, because he's a good finisher, he's got the ability to score goals. And I thought Sean Rowan's finish was outstanding, because I thought when it came to him, I'm right behind it, and you kind of life flashes before and you see a million things, but I remember thinking this is a really tough technical action, and I just was so impressed with how composed he was to put it. It looks easy when you watch it, but trust me, if you ask any of the lads, it was a really tough technique.
And a massive moment for him, his first professional goal as well, a huge moment in what could hopefully be a very long career. Yeah,
please God, fingers crossed. I can't remember what the stats were the other day, but I don't think there's many people in the league at Sean's age with the minutes he's got this year, so that's a credit to the academy for how they do things and how they coach and what it looks like on a daily basis and the vision they have going forward, but ultimately it's a huge credit to Sean, and he should be very proud of himself, because he's somebody that we're very proud of.
The first 5 minutes of the second half certainly didn't go according to plan. What do you put that down to?
My anger at half time. I'm only joking when I say that. It's the first time this year that I've probably lost my head a little bit, and I won't do that again, because it clearly had the detrimental effect to the group, so I'll take the blame for that.
Downside tonight was Ben House coming off injured, and I know it's early doors, but what's the prognosis at the moment?
I don't know. I don't get involved in that, because I'm not going to find anything out after. I know it's not serious. The length of time, I don't know. We'll know more tomorrow, perhaps on Thursday. I mean, I did go in to ask Ben if he was okay. He wasn't in too tough an emotional state, but the severity of the injury I don't know, but I don't think it's serious.
Danny Mandroy, did he come through all right?
Yes, physically fine. He was on he had a load compromised game, so he was only ever going to play 60 minutes. I thought positionally and tactically he was really poor for the first 20 minutes, but by the end of the game I thought he was excellent, and I said to him at half time, rather than make rash decisions and be critical and you're not doing the things we want you to do, you've got an opportunity to go out and come off the pitch, and we give you the plaudits and praise that you should be getting, and I thought he got that by the end of the game.
I think it was 6 changes you made tonight. You spoke about about this on Saturday, but it shows the strength and depth of your squad now that you've made 6 changes, and any of those 6 could quite easily step in on Saturday against Cheltenham if needed.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I don't want the the cup games to be a game where we make that many changes. I don't like it, but I felt the players who came in are absolutely knocking on the door, and I don't mean that literally, and the way they're training and conducting themselves and the professionalism, the quality, I thought at least warranted the conversations around why they should play or why they shouldn't play, and I thought all of them did themselves proud. And I said to everybody before the game, it's every man for himself now. You know, don't worry about the guy sitting next to you on either side. You look after number one, and it's up to you to convince me that you should be in the team. And we picked a team where we felt everybody was capable of doing that, and that's not to say that other people were on the bench aren't in that position. They are, but I thought those lads in particular tonight.
And a mention to the ground staff, there's a lot of games that have been called off up and down the country over the past 4 days, but the fact that your team here at Lincoln have got 2 games in 4 days, and you look at the conditions now, it's remarkable really, isn't it? Yeah,
you've completely top-trumped me there, because I was going to get that in. I think Brad Jeffries, who's I class as a friend, and his team, they're very popular in the club, within the staff and the players, and I would argue with anybody to say we've got the best groundsman in the league, and you see by the pitch week in, week out. But to be able to get the 2 games on over the last 4 or 5 days is absolutely phenomenal, and testament to Brad is that any time we asked him what we thought it'd be off, I think people behind the scenes thought we were off, and he was like, no, I'll get the game on for you. And a lot of people won't know this, but on Friday night, Saturday morning, he was actually here at 1 o'clock in the morning. 11 o'clock Friday night, Saturday morning at 1 o'clock he was here. I'm not sure what he was doing, but whatever he did, he got the game on, a boat game. So huge thanks to Brad and his team.
And set him off to defrost the pitch at the training ground for Thursday morning.
He's already got the covers on it. We did that job for him today.
Well done tonight.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
That's Mark Kennedy.